So my career before going back to law school was in social work. I'd been working at Justice Affairs in Cuyahoga County for about 5 years, and started feeling a little bit burnt out. Didn't see it as something I wanted to keep doing long term, and I always liked the idea of law school. After law school, I had a couple friends who had gotten positions as prosecutors, and I came to understand that I was going to be able to try cases relatively quickly, and that I'd be able to work with people, and it was kind of that helping profession part of me that would be satisfied too. So I think that's what first led me here. When things actually really go well, when everything clicks, when you come into a case, especially a serious case, where you're dealing with a victim who is putting their trust in you, and you've gone through the whole process of the preparation for trial, you eventually try the case, come out with a great outcome, and being able to know that you really impacted them and made a difference, and in a lot of ways helped them through something that many times they may have thought that they couldn't even do. One of the best things that happens is occasionally when somebody will call, or I'll run into someone and they'll tell me how great they're doing, or how great their kids are doing, or their mom, or somebody who was involved in the case. And when you really get that sense of appreciation and to know that you made a difference for them. It's the times that, despite the fact that someone put their trust in you and did everything you asked them to do, and you put your best efforts forward, that the right outcome just doesn't happen. I always say when we do this that we can guarantee people our best effort, we can guarantee that we believe in them and believe in the case, but ultimately we can't guarantee an outcome. And when, quite frankly, the right thing just doesn't happen, you can find yourself at a place of looking for answers, even answers to give them and answers for yourself. I once had a case several years ago where a couple young kids witnessed their father murder their mother. And those two little kids had to come into court and testify against dad, and testify to seeing something that no one should have to go through, much less a couple of little ones. As terrible as it was to go through that at the time, looking back, I think the thing that I remember from it most is the courage that they showed. And when I deal with people who tell me that they don't believe they can do it, or they don't believe they can confront the person who hurt them, I rely back on that for a little bit of memory of what real courage is about. I would say that there's probably a general misconception that our job is to convict the bad guy, to get the bad guy, to get a conviction, I should say. And that's probably the case because of a lot of media attention being drawn to high-profile trials with very serious consequences, very serious natures of crimes, when in fact, I think that's a misconception that, in fact, our job is to seek justice, not to represent a particular interest. And I don't think the public gets to see all the prosecutors who are, when they delve deeper into an investigation, either amending charges or reducing charges or even dismissing if appropriate. All the times the prosecutors are involved in working with people who have substance abuse issues or mental health issues, and those people many times find their way into the criminal justice system, and how impactful prosecutors can be in helping get those people to resources as well. So I think if people really saw what we do on a day-to-day basis, their impressions of what a prosecutor is would be quite a bit different.